Hello everybody, I am Joseph, the first J of Jmdjstudios, and welcome back to another Top 10 list. Today we are celebrating Pokemon's 20th anniversary, hashtag Pokemon 20. Today's Top 10 list is on the Pokemon main series games. These are the games that are from the main series on the handheld only. So anything that is considered a main Pokemon game, as long as it is official and a main series game, it counts on the list. What we've done is we have strived to keep our votes very organized. So, for example, Red and Blue, their votes were counted as the same game because it's from the same generation. However, games like Yellow or Platinum or Emerald are technically not the same game. They're from the same generation, but they're improved, so those games counted separately. So this is kind of a ranking of generations of Pokemon. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 10 on our list is Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. This is the remake game that came out on the Nintendo 3DS. It's the remake of Ruby and Sapphire that came out on the Game Boy Advance. It's the second Pokemon main series game to be in full 3D, which is awesome. But these games are phenomenal. They are incredible. And this is such an incredible way to start out this top 10 list. This is one of the games that me and Mary Lou actually got the opposite versions of each other, and we just started playing through it, and we had so much fun doing so. So that is awesome. Wow, it's awesome. And it's fantastic. It is number 10 on our list. It is Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. If you haven't gave it a shot and you got a 3DS, definitely pick it up. It is worth it. Believe me, you will fall in love with this Pokemon game. It is a lot different than you would expect. Okay, so number 9 on our list is Pokemon Crystal. Now, Pokemon Crystal is the third game in Generation 2. We had Gold and Silver, and then Crystal came out. Now, Crystal is very interesting. It adds a lot to it. Crystal is the blue card that has a Suicune on the front. Crystal, honestly, it's not a lot different from the other games that came out before it, but I find it quite awesome. It's very cool. The game itself is awesome. Like, if you haven't played Crystal yet, I would highly recommend it. I think that Crystal is a little bit more rare and harder to find than Silver and Gold are, but any of the three really is good to play. So I would highly recommend picking up Pokemon Crystal. This is what it looks like behind me, and that is number 9 on our list. Okay, so number 8 on our list is the original Ruby and Sapphire. Now, Ruby and Sapphire are a fantastic game. These are the games that came out on the Game Boy Advance. These are the first two in that generation. Ruby and Sapphire are incredible games. When I was growing up, I actually skipped Ruby and Sapphire for the first time. I skipped over those because when the Game Boy Advance came out, I still had my Game Boy Color, and I wasn't entirely interested in getting the Game Boy Advance at that time. My little brother actually got a Game Boy Advance instead. So it did take me a while to finally play Ruby and Sapphire, but when I did, wow. I couldn't believe all of the stuff that had changed from the Game Boy Color versions all the way to the Game Boy Advance versions. I honestly I just couldn't imagine how cool that would be. It's when I fell in love with some of my favorite Pokemon from that generation, such as Mudkip. But it's a beautiful game. It looks really good. I like the way everything is designed, the way everything looks, the way everything sounds, the way the Pokemon battles feel. And playing this on a Game Boy SP, there's nothing like it. I would highly recommend picking up Ruby and Sapphire. I've got so many memories with these games, so they are fantastic. So definitely pick up Ruby and Sapphire on the Game Boy Advance if you haven't already. And it made number 8 on our list. Wrong game. Alrighty! Number 7 on our list is Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue. These are the original games in America. Now, in Japan, it was red and green, and for some reason, when they transferred it over to America, it was red and blue. Nonetheless, this is what started it all. This is where Pokemon got its start. Now, a lot of you might be wondering, why is it only number 7 on the list? Don't start throwing hate mail at us yet. Don't start slinging stuff at your computer screen. Just wait. I'm pretty sure you'll like the rest of the list. Now, anyways, back to my original point. Pokemon Red and Blue are fantastic games. If you haven't played them, they re-released this year on the 3DS Virtual Console. You can get it on your 2DS as well. If I'm not mistaken, they've got red, blue, green, and yellow all available. So definitely go pick up those games. They are fantastic. I'm telling you, you will love it. Pokemon Red and Blue, it's just, it was a ride. Imagine being in the 90s if you weren't in the 90s. Just imagine being back then and getting this game for the first time and playing it as a kid and growing up with Pokemon. And that was me. And that was all of us here at Jmdjstudios. For the most part, we grew up with Pokemon, and it was fantastic. And Red and Blue is what started it all. Having the games in black and white, and I don't know, it's crazy. The whole concept of the game is awesome. The RPG elements of the game is fantastic. The music, the sound effects, the graphics, it's all so beautiful. I love Pokemon Red and Blue so much, and having it in this spot on our list just shows how much Pokemon really means to us here at Jmdjstudios. If you've never played the original Pokemon games before, I know that it's in black and white. I know that some of the Pokemon's sprites may be a little weird compared to what you're used to now, but I would highly recommend you going back and playing it. It is totally worth it. They are fantastic games. And they made number 7 on our list. Alrighty then, number 6 on our list is Pokemon Emerald. Pokemon Emerald is the third game in the Ruby and Sapphire trilogy. This one has Rayquaza on the front. It introduced Rayquaza and Deoxys. It is a fantastic game. It is definitely the superior version between the three. I would highly, highly, highly recommend Pokemon Emerald because Ruby and Sapphire are so amazing. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire are so amazing. Pokemon Emerald is so good. Just make sure that you play this game. It is very important. That this one is very, very, very important. It is really good. Rayquaza is awesome. It's a fantastic. The starters are fantastic. The world is fantastic. The music is fantastic. The graphics are beautiful. I love graphics that are styled like this. So definitely pick up Pokemon Emerald if you haven't already. Shout out to the Game Grumps. Now, that was number 6 on our list. Number 5 on our list is Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green. These are the remakes of Red and Blue in America, so, Red and Green in Japan. This game is actually really awesome. I love Fire Red and Leaf Green. It's those games, but redone, remastered. The graphics are updated, so it looks a lot like a Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. If you've never played the original games, like I previously stated, because they were number 7 on our list, if you've never played them, and maybe you're thinking to yourself, I don't know if I can get used to those Pokemon sprites. I don't know if I can play it in black and white. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? If you're saying these things to yourself, or maybe you just can't find a copy. Maybe you don't have a Game Boy or a Game Boy Advance, but you have an original DS or something. Pick up Fire Red or Leaf Green. The graphics are updated. It's essentially the same game, but it is fantastic. It's very easy to pick up and play today. I love this game so much. I am a Pokemon nut. But definitely pick up Fire Red, Leaf Green, and it definitely earns the spot on number 5 on our list. And then after this, things are going to get real, people. Number 4 on our list is Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver. The one that's playing behind me is Heart Gold. This is the remake of Pokemon Gold and Silver on the DS. These games are really, really great. And what's really cool about this, they really introduced 2 new concepts in this one. But number 1, just like in Pokemon Yellow, if you didn't know, in Pokemon Yellow you have a Pikachu that follows you around. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, any Pokemon that you choose can follow you around. Any Pokemon that you choose can follow you around, and it's really awesome. So I had a Gengar. Gengar's my favorite Pokemon, and he would actually follow me around. I could turn around, talk to him, interact with him. It was really cool. I feel like I bonded even more with my Gengar in this game. So really fantastic plus for the series. It also had a Pokewalker that came with it. It is a step counter, essentially, is what it is, but it's also a very accurate one. At the time, it was one of the most accurate ones on the market, which is crazy. The Pokewalker itself, you could take your Pokemon from your game, put it in your Pokewalker, and he would be on there. You could walk around with him, get into battles with other Pokemon. There's a chance he might find some kind of item or stuff while you're on the go, and the steps would count towards his XP. So if you had 1,042 XP to the next level and you walked 1,042 steps, your Pokemon would level up when you send him back to the game, which was really cool. It was just an added bonus if you want to do any extra exercise or what you already walk in a day. It was a really cool bonus to have that and be able to, take that around. So, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, probably and arguably the best remakes that they've done yet. It's my favorite remake that they've done yet, and it is number 4 on our list. Number 3 on our list is Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. Now, what a game this was. After Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I had kind of jumped off the Pokemon bandwagon for a while. I played Black and White and Black and White 2. I played those. That's okay. But to me, they didn't really captivate me like the other Pokemon games did. And that is when X and Y stepped in and saved the day for me and lots of other people. It was a really fantastic game. It is incredible playing through it. It's the first Pokemon game that was in 3D. And it's the first Pokemon game that you get to pick 2 starters in. You get to pick one of the 3 from the new starters, and then you get to pick one of the 3 from the original starters. And not only that, but they give you other starters too. I believe when the game was released, it came with a download code for you get a Torchic. But there was tons of different ways to get other starters from the past generations. The game itself was fantastic, very well done. The music was great, the story was great, the gameplay is amazing as always, and the games itself, they sold really well. X and Y was fantastic, and I highly recommend you pick those up on your 3DS ASAP, and celebrate Pokemon 20th with that this year. If you haven't played it, that would be a fantastic way to celebrate this year. X and Y made number 3 on our list. Number 2 on our list is Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold. Now, Pokemon Silver and Gold is the Generation 2 games. They were really fantastic. They introduced new Pokemon types. They introduced new gameplay elements. They introduced a brand new region, new characters, all sorts of new. And a whole slew of brand new Pokemon that you've never seen before. The game is awesome. The fundamentals of the Pokemon franchise are the same in this game, but I mean, what can I say? They are fantastic. They are fantastic examples of the game, and what I really like about the game is Satoru Iwata developed a compression tool that basically took the code of the first Pokemon games, Red and Blue, and kind of went and compressed it, so it was the original took the entire cartridge, and now it only took a fraction of it. So they got to take the original game, the original region, and drop it into Pokemon Silver and Gold. So when you complete the game in Silver and Gold, a brand new region opens up, and you can explore the entire original region once again. And that was fantastic. A bunch of new Pokemon that you couldn't previously catch are now available at your disposal. You can catch them all. And that is the goal in Pokemon, or at least some people's goals in Pokemon. And it is number 2 on our list. Alright, so number 1 on our list is Pokemon Yellow. Now this was also the number 1 Game Boy game on our Game Boy list. But Pokemon Yellow is so good. And really, Pokemon is a really good way to define our childhoods in general. But Pokemon Yellow specifically is what really got it started for the majority of us here at Jmdjstudios. Everything about Pokemon Yellow is fantastic. The way that it takes Red and Blue and kind of changes it up, the way it implements the anime show into the game, the way you get a Pikachu right from the start and he gets to follow you around, every bit of that is fantastic. The whole game itself, I absolutely love it. I wouldn't substitute Pokemon Yellow for any other Pokemon game as my first Pokemon game. If you've never played one, this is the one that I most recommend to people all the time. Pokemon Yellow is fantastic. I love every bit about it. Like I said, I can't stress enough how greatly and how strongly I feel towards this game. And it definitely deserves the number 1 spot on our Pokemon list. Like I said previously, like Red, Blue, and Green, it has been re-released as a downloadable title for the Nintendo 3DS and the eShop. So if you have a Nintendo 3DS or 2DS, go download this game. It's only like $9.99, and it is definitely worth it. Pikachu's awesome. Pikachu's awesome. And that is number 1 on our list. Thank you guys so much for watching another top 10 list. This has been a blast doing these so far. Make sure that you use the hashtag Pokemon20 because this is celebrating Pokemon's 20th anniversary. So hashtag Pokemon20. Make sure you comment below. What is your favorite Pokemon main series entry? Which one is your favorite? Is it Yellow or is it something else? Comment below. We love talking to you guys in the comments, hearing what you have to say and talking to you and telling you what we have to say. So make sure that you comment below. Make sure you like this video and share us with your friends, and subscribe for more weekly content. We have more weekly content coming to you guys on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. New top 10s every Friday, and we have a lot of other content planned in the future. You can also follow us on Twitter at Jmdjstudios and AMGame64. Make sure you use the hashtag Pokemon20 to celebrate Pokemon's 20th anniversary. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!